It is Sunday, November 24th at 4:20 p.m. And about 3 hours ago at around 1:30, I got my 5th Etsy order. And I haven't opened the Etsy seller app yet, so I don't know specifically what they ordered. However, on the notification, it says that they ordered 5 items. So this is my biggest order yet. Now let's find out what they ordered. Hey guys, it's Olivia. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. So it is 2 days since the first clip. It is currently Tuesday, November 26th at 11:34 a.m. And the plan for today was for me to go to track practice and then on my way home, go to Michael's, pick up the yarn that I need, and then go straight home and start crocheting. But I did an online order for Michael's this morning, and literally 7 minutes after I made the order, I got a text telling me it's ready to be picked up. So I'm like, let me just pick up the yarn now, then go to practice, and I'll just like keep the yarn in my car. And then I'll leave straight from practice, go straight home, then work. So instead of track Michael's home, we're going Michael's track home. If that makes sense. Anywho. I haven't yet told you guys what was ordered. So my customer ordered 5 items, which is my biggest order to date. Prior to this, the most a customer had ever ordered from me was 3 items. And so this customer ordered 4 scrunchies and 1 daisy keychain. And so as you guys know, if you've been watching my previous videos, for the scrunchies I use burlap velvet, and they don't sell burlap velvet in Canada like in person, so I always have to order it through Amazon. So the yarn that I'm going to get from Michael's is the yarn for the keychain, and then on Sunday I ordered the velvet yarn on Amazon, and it's supposed to come later today. So I still don't have that yarn yet. It says on my Amazon it'll get to me by 10 p.m. today. Hopefully it comes before that. But yeah, so I haven't started working on the order yet because I haven't had the supplies. And so everything should be coming in today, which means I should be able to get the order done today. I'm not going to tell you the colors of the scrunchies because I want it to be a surprise, and when we do our little yarn haul later, you'll get to see all the colors. But yeah, so 4 scrunchies, each one in a different color, and 1 daisy keychain. So yeah, I am about to pull up to Michael's, and I will talk to you after that. So I just went into Michael's, got my order. I'm not going to show you guys what I got yet because I want to do a big yarn haul once I get home later in the evening with all the velvet yarn plus the yarn I just bought. And so yeah, I'll do the yarn haul in what will be a few hours for me, but a couple of seconds for you. So yeah, now I'm going to go to track practice, and I will see you guys later. Okay, it is several hours later. It is currently 7:12 p.m. and I've been home for about 2 hours, but I came home, had some dinner, took a bath, all that jazz. So now I'm ready to crochet. But first we have to do a quick yarn haul of everything that we bought in preparation for this order. So let's start with what we bought from Michael's. So the first thing from Michael's is polyfill. So this very much is not yarn, but the daisy keychain that I make, the middle of it is stuffed. And if you guys watched my last video in this series, Road to 100 Etsy orders, then you'll know that I ran out of polyfill, and so I had to buy some more. I bought the 20-ounce bag. The last time I bought polyfill, I bought the 5-pound box. But a lot of my orders, I know this is only my 5th one, but a lot of my orders have been for things that don't require stuffing. So instead of buying 5 more pounds and it taking me a while to get through it all, I just decided to go with this. Also, it was cheaper and it was 40% off. So I got the 20-ounce bag. Now let's get into some yarn. So for the daisy, I bought white for the petals and this yellow for the middle, and this shade of yellow is called lemon. So the polyfill was 40% off, but also for yarn, it was buy two, get one free. Therefore, I bought this red one. This is called Cherry. I was deciding between this one and a color called Red Hot. And the Red Hot just looked very neon. Like, it looked very vibrant, maybe a little bit too loud. So I decided to get the Cherry. And I bought all of these online because that's where the sales were happening. So yeah, 3 skeins of yarn. This one is not for this video, but I will find a use for it. I've never bought impeccable yarn in the color Cherry before, so I'm going to try out some things, see how I like it, and then our polyfill. So this is what we got for this order from Michaels. Now we got to look at what we got from Amazon. So I have this really big Amazon box, and on the shipping label, it says that this is 5.4 pounds of yarn. And you're going to see why. You're going to be like, girl, you're only making 4 scrunchies. Why did you need 5 pounds of yarn? I don't need it, but I bought it for a reason that I'll explain in a second. But first, let's open up the box. So as I said at the beginning of this video, my customer ordered 4 scrunchies, each in a different color. So the first color that I'm seeing in this box is pine green, and then quiet pink, and finally golden moss. And you might be thinking that's only 3 colors, but my customer ordered 4 scrunchies in 4 different colors. Well, the 4th color that was ordered was smoky blue, which we have from the last time that I got a scrunchie order. So I already had this laying around, so I didn't have to buy this color because I already had it. So now let me take the other colors out of their plastic so that you can truly see them. So let's start with pine green. Ooh, that's a really nice green. Really lives up to the name of pine. Very foresty. Then quiet pink. It's a very light pink, very subtle, like the name suggests. And finally, golden moss. It's a really nice golden yellow. I think I'm gonna like this one a lot once it's worked up. I'm really liking this one. When I saw the colors that were ordered, this one was the color I was most excited to see. And as for why I bought 2 of each skein, despite the fact that I only need to make 1 scrunchie, it's because it's just cheaper per skein that way. So to buy 1 skein is about $13, but if you buy 2 skeins, it's $21, which means it's only $10.50 each if you break it down that way. So you're saving like $2 to $3 per skein. So while it's more expensive up front, in the long run, I'm paying less per unit. So that is how I'm justifying buying 2 of each skein, despite right now only needing like 10% of 1 skein. So yes, now we are going to start crocheting, and I'm going to start with the scrunchies. And since this smoky blue skein has already been started because we've used it in the past, let's start with smoky blue. But first, real quick, here is my bag of multicolor hair elastics because, as you guys know, I like to match the color of the hair elastic to the color of the yarn. So let's pick out our colors real quick. Green, yellow, pink, and blue. So blue scrunchie, blue yarn. Let's start crocheting. Okay, so we have finished the smoky blue scrunchie. I don't know how long it's been. The timer's up here, so you guys know, but I don't know. But yeah, so I just need to cut off this yarn, and I will weave in that end later. And now, while I was picking up the scissors, the pink hair elastic was like stuck to it. So I guess the next color we're doing is pink. So we got our pink hair elastic, pink yarn. Let's start. And the pink is done. Just gotta cut off the yarn. 2 done, 2 to go. The next color I'm going to choose is green. Green hair elastic, green yarn. Let's go. Pine green scrunchie, complete. And last but not least, we gotta work on the golden moss. Yellow hair elastic, yellow yarn, let's go. Golden moss scrunchie, complete. Just gotta cut it off, and there we go. So this is how long it took me to crochet the 4 scrunchies. I don't know how long it is, but I feel like it's a bit over an hour, which isn't too bad. I'd say 15 to 20 minutes per scrunchie. So let's just take a quick look at them. So this is the order we made them in: smoky blue, quiet pink, pine, and golden moss. No, the ends are not weaved in yet. We'll get one final look once they are weaved in, but this is what they look like now. And I really love these colors, like the 2 kind of like soft grayish cool tone colors, and then the 2 very bold warm tones. Ooh, love them. So let's set this aside, and now we move over to our acrylic yarn because we have to make the daisy keychain. And so this keychain is, I guess, my pattern. It's something that I freehanded a few months ago, and I just like wrote down what I was doing as I went. And so I'm going to be looking at the pattern that I wrote in order to remember how to make it. But yeah, let's start doing that. I don't think this should take too long. I haven't made one of these in a while, but I don't think it takes very long. So yeah. Okay, quick thing. I'm technically done, except this is my original that I made and like the one that's in the product photos. And you know how I said that I wrote down the pattern? Yes and no. So for my flower keychain listing, it's just called flower keychain, and then you can pick different types of flowers. Currently, I only have 2 types of flowers, which is a sunflower and a daisy. And so the pattern that I wrote down is the pattern when I was making the sunflower. So essentially the middle part is the same, but the petals are different. So I don't know what I did for the petals. So I was just trying to look at my original to see what I did. And I thought that I did a single crochet between each petal. But now that I'm looking at it and like the way that it's like curling, like do you see how it's like wavy? I'm pretty sure that I did a slip stitch between each petal because it's not looking the same. So yeah, I just have to redo the petals. It really shouldn't take that long. So yeah. So I have now redone the petals, and it definitely was a slip stitch, not a single crochet. And so this is my original, and these two look pretty much identical. So now I'm just going to cut off the yarn. And so I'm quickly gonna weave in this end and then add the metal keychain part. And the thing that's good about this keychain, since it's stuffed in the middle, meaning it's like 3D, I can literally take the end and sew it into the middle. So I can basically just like tuck it away inside the flower, and then you're never gonna see it. So I like to pass it through a few times just to make it secure. And once I've done that, if there's excess, I will cut it off. And then the rest of it is inside and you can't see it. And then where are my keychains? I have my baggie of keychains. I don't even know how many. 120. I bought a pack of 120 months ago, back in May when I first opened my shop. So I don't remember how much it was, but I feel like it was relatively affordable. And when it says 120, I'm pretty sure, if I remember correctly, it's 60 keychains because it comes in 2 pieces. So it has the clip, and then it also has the key ring. So I think this is 1 piece, 2 pieces, etc. So I think it's only 60 pairs if I remember correctly. So anywho, I'm just going to insert the ring between 2 of the petals, like so, and then add on the clasp. And there is the daisy keychain. So we have the 4 scrunchies and the daisy keychain. Now I'm going to weave in the ends of the scrunchies off camera. And also what I'm going to do is I'm going to take product photos of all of them except for the smoky blue, because I have never made these colors before, so I want to update my listing on Etsy, update the product photos. So I need to take pictures of these 3. And while I'm taking the product photos, I'm going to be filming a separate video called How I Take My Product Photos. And so these are what I'm going to use as the example. Essentially, I'm just going to do flat lays, which is just laying it flat and taking a picture from top down. So essentially, I'm going to weave in these ends and then film a different YouTube video and then come back to filming this one. So yeah, so that video is going to come out after this one. So if you want to know how I take my flat lay product photos, stay tuned for the video that's going to come out after this. But the next time I see you in this video is when it is time to package everything. So it's the next day. It is currently Wednesday, November 27th at 1:08 p.m. And I didn't do anything I said I was going to do last night. That's not true. I did weave in the ends, but after that, it was like 10 p.m. and I was just so tired. I feel like I didn't realize how tired I was. And so I just went to bed. I went to bed. So you know how I said I was going to film that product photos video? Well, I just finished filming it right now. So I woke up at maybe 10:30-ish, sort of, and then I started filming the video at maybe like noon or like 12:30. And so I just finished filming that video of me taking the product photos of this. And so this is kind of a spoiler to what the product photos are gonna look like. But as you guys know, I'm constantly updating my Etsy listings as I get new colors of these scrunchies. And so this is what the quiet pink listing looked like before, and this is what it looks like now. This is what the pine green looked like before, this is what it looks like now, and this is what the golden moss looked like before, and this is what it looks like now. And as previously mentioned, I already have a picture of the smoky blue, so no photo was taken of this one today. But yes, let's take one final look. Nice. And then we also have the keychain. So now that I've weaved in my ends, taken product photos, and filmed a whole entire separate video, now we can package these up. Okay, you guys know what time it is. It's time to write the thank you note. And I realized that I haven't told you the name of my customer. Her name is Hannah. And so I am now going to write my note to Hannah. Okie dokie, so I've written my thank you note. Now let's package everything. Okay, so we have the 4 scrunchies and the keychain. And here is the poly mailer. I have big poly mailers, but I think that I can get all of this to fit into my small one. So let's see. The plan is to stack 2 and 2, and then this can maybe be right there. I don't know. We're going to see if it works. There we go. Snug as a bug in a rug. Thank you note. So now I'm going to buy the shipping label and print it off. Okay, it is 2:03 p.m. and my 5th order is packed and ready to be shipped. And so I'm about to go drop it off now. But real quick before I go, I just want to make note that this is another international order for me. So all 5 of the orders that I've gotten have all been outside of Canada where I live. So this is my 3rd order to USA. This one specifically is going to California, so all the way to the West Coast. And if you've been watching my series, then you know that of my 5 orders, 3 went to USA, and then 1 went to Australia, and 1 went to Italy. So when I was thinking about opening my Etsy shop, I was watching a lot of videos, and there was a question that a lot of new sellers had, like, should they do international orders? And obviously, when it comes to international orders, you have to think about customs and all this stuff, which is why some people might want to start domestically only so that you don't have to worry about filling out custom forms and this, that, and the third. So I understand wanting to just start domestically. However, from the moment I opened my shop, I've had it open worldwide, and I'm so happy that I did, because if not, then I would have 0 orders right now, because I've never gotten an order from Canada. So my advice, I know that it can be scary thinking about customs and stuff, but from my experience, that hasn't been as scary as I thought it would be. Like, Etsy gives you the code that you need to put in and all this stuff. Like, yes, there's an extra step. And like, when I was shipping to Italy, I had to write the value of the package on the package, and I also had to write it in euros and not in Canadian dollars, because that is the currency of Italy. And so there was extra steps that I definitely had to take, but it's worth it because you got the sale. You know what I'm saying? So the more countries you choose to deliver to is the more potential orders you can get. And so for me, if I had that option turned off, I would be sitting at 0 orders right now. So that's just something to think about. If you don't have worldwide turned on, you might want to check that box. And the next thing that I want to talk about is my amount of sales. So we went over this in my last video. This series is Road to 100 orders, and orders and sales on Etsy are not the same thing. So my customer ordered 5 different items from me. So my sales went up from 8 to 13, despite the fact that I only got 1 more order. So essentially, your sales amount is almost always going to be greater than your order amount, but this series is Road to 100 orders. So we've done 5 out of 100, not 13 out of 100. But someone in my comment section of my last video said that they thought it would be interesting for me to also keep track of sales as well as orders. So that is what I'm doing. So we are currently at 5 orders, but 13 sales. So now that I've said all of that, let's go drop off this package. Okay, I'm on my way to drop off the package, and just one more thing I want to talk about, or one more thing I want to mention. My dispatch date for this delivery was December 6th, and today is November 27th, so I'm shipping about a week and a half-ish early. Love that. And another thing, it's been over a month since my last order. So my last order came in around mid-October, and now it's the end of November. So yes, my orders are still sporadic, few and far between, but I am truly grateful for every order that I get. So I'm hoping that since we're getting into Christmas season, that maybe some people will find my shop and order some things as Christmas gifts. I feel like I have a wide variety of things for a variety of people. Like I have plushies and stuff. Maybe if you have some children or some nieces and nephews or grandchildren, I don't know, any young people in your life. Or if you want them for yourself, because they're cute. What if you just want it for yourself? You can be an adult and like stuffed animals. That's fine too. But then I also have like these hats. And there's another type of hat that I have made. I've had it made for over a month. I just haven't taken product photos of it. So I need to put those on my Etsy. And I also have the scrunchies, which seem to be very popular. I've sold 7 scrunchies at this point, 3 in my previous order and 4 in this order. So yes, I feel like I have things for a variety of people. I have wearables, I have toys, I have pillows, decorative pillows. Anyone can want to decorate, right? So I feel like I have a variety of things that multiple people could be interested in. So I feel like my shop could be a good place to find some Christmas gifts. And as I said, I ship real quick like. So if you order something within the next 2 weeks, it should come before Christmas. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. So I'm almost at the post office, and I'll see you when I get there.
Yeah, exactly.
And there we go. Order 5 out of 100 is officially complete. And so usually I'll have a little insert in the video letting you guys know once the package has been delivered. However, I'm going to be posting this video in a couple of days, so I don't think it's going to be delivered by the time I post this video. So I'll just update the description letting you guys know. And the reason I do that is just to kind of give you guys an idea of average delivery times in case, 1, you plan to order from me, or 2, if you are also going to use the service Chit Chats. That is the shipping service that I use. And speaking of that, so currently in Canada, Canada Post, which is like the main shipping company, they're on strike right now. So something that Etsy has been sending me emails about, and I'm assuming they've been sending this to all Canadian sellers, is to try and find different shipping partners, because no packages are going to or from Canada Post right now. So I was already using Chit Chats, like that's what I've been using since my first order. But if you've been using Canada Post and right now you can't and you're a Canadian seller, I would recommend using Chit Chats because it is fast. All of my US orders have been received in under a week, in about like 4 business days. And my very far orders like Italy and Australia were delivered in under 2 weeks, if I remember correctly. So it is fast and it is affordable. So if any Canadian sellers are looking for a different service, I would recommend Chit Chats. I know that it's not available across all of Canada, like the physical locations, they don't have as many as Canada Post. I'm lucky that one is like pretty close to where I live, but look into it if you're looking for something, especially during this time when Canada Post literally isn't delivering to anybody. But yeah, so I give you guys updates on delivery times. 1, in case you want to order something from me. And 2, in case you are a fellow business owner and you're looking for a service to ship with. So yeah, I'll let you guys know when this order gets delivered. I'm shipping it on November 27th, and I'll update you on the delivery date in the description. Ooh, and one more thing. My previous video is me reading my first ever Etsy review. And since then, I've gotten one more review, and it was for my scrunchies, right? And then less than a week later, I got an order for 4 scrunchies and a keychain. So in my first review video, me reading my first review, I said in that video that I think that reviews are going to help my Etsy shop get found and help me to get more sales. And it really could just be a coincidence. It really could be. But my first ever review was on my crochet heart pillow, and my second review is on the scrunchies from my last order. And then less than a week after I got a review on my scrunchies, I got an order for 4 more scrunchies. So it could be a coincidence. It could be. Or it could just be that my listing is now ranking higher for the search term scrunchie, which there's thousands of scrunchie listings on Etsy. So maybe now that I got a 5-star review on my scrunchies, they've now ranked higher, and therefore people are seeing my crochet scrunchies over someone else's crochet scrunchies. Maybe, I don't know. I'm not working at Etsy, so I don't know how it works on the back end, but yeah, that's just something that I thought was interesting, that as soon as I started getting reviews, because as I said, I haven't gotten an order in over a month, and I basically got 2 reviews back to back, and then I got an order. Coincidence? I don't know. But with all that being said, this video must come to a close. Thank you all so much for watching, and thank you to Hannah for ordering from me. I truly appreciate it, and I hope that you love your scrunchies and your keychain when they arrive. So that's all for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, give it a thumbs up. If you think your friends will enjoy it, be sure to share it with them. The link to my Etsy shop will be in the description below in case you want to purchase something from me. Also, check out this playlist. It is my Road to 100 Etsy orders playlist. So if you liked this video, you'll probably like those, and I'll see you in my next video.